I really need to file a report on somebody, and I don't have a car to get down there.
What exactly happened?
I broke up with this guy a couple of days ago, and he's a little MHMR, and he's telling me that he's going to kill me and my ex-husband, and that it's going to be remembered for a long time. He keeps on texting me, and I've texted back just to try to calm him down a little, but he said it's going to happen.
Got a lady at 1804 Chestnut who wants to file a report on her ex-husband because he's threatening to kill her.
Oh, God. He's been going all day.
My boyfriend and I just broke up yesterday. Well, he's saying he's going to go into my house to get his T-shirt, and I don't want him in there while I'm gone because I don't know what he'll take.
We are taking your calls live out to Gene Casares. You know, I've got in my hand right here the wire, one of many, about the 16-year-old brother being taken into state custody, family protective custody. What do you know, Jane?
Child Protective Services in Texas. Well, your producers confirmed with police that temporary custody, the son was taken into that temporary custody. Now, maybe it's a matter of semantics, but she did say that Child Protective Services had interviewed her, and maybe they believed a safe place for him was her brother's home, thus temporary custody by the state.
What do you know, Rupa?
Nancy, that's what I was told by a police spokesperson, Pete Kempner. He told me yesterday that David was in Child Protective Services as far as he knew. He confirmed again that as far as he knew today, that was still the case.
And why was the son taken?
He said that typically in these circumstances, when an investigation is going on and they consider that the home is not exactly a safe environment per se, they tend to reassess or assess whether the home is a proper environment for a child.
And so a safe place could in fact be the brother, as Billy Dunn is telling us, be with the brother-in-law.
That is absolutely correct.
You know, to Andrew J. Scott, former chief of police, Boca Raton, now president of AJS Consulting, joining us out of Miami, I don't like that cop's attitude. You know, I'm always on the side of the cops, but I don't like some cops saying, oh, God, it's her again. You know what? This was about her child in her home and about Sean Atkins. Now the child's gone.
Absolutely, Nancy. This is not the type of demeanor you expect from your paid professional law enforcement officers. Because an officer has been to a residence on and on and on does not necessarily give them any right to dismiss its validity. And that demeanor that comes across, it really sent chills up my spine. If it was one of my officers, I could assure you that after listening to those tapes, he would be in my office or she'd be in my office and she'd be answering to it. And that also reflects possibly a lack of training and compassion. Domestic violence is an epidemic in this country. And we cannot have officers that just dismiss it the way this officer did.
He's not the problem right now.
I want to unleash the lawyers again, as well as Ben Levitan, telecommunications expert, joining us out of Raleigh. Jake Casares, isn't it true that the boyfriend has lawyered up? He's got a defense lawyer who's now made a statement saying he's been wrongfully accused, and the phone records placing him in the vicinity, back in the vicinity of Hailey's home that morning when he was supposed to be at work, could be wrong?
Right, questioning the cell phone tower pings as to where physically Sean Atkins was, saying that you can be in one location, but it can ping on another tower. Well, that stuff's allowed in court. A jury can determine, based on the evidence of those cell phone pings, what is relevant and what isn't.
What about it, Ben Levitan?
The lawyer's statements are absolutely ridiculous, Nancy. I just can't even believe that. I've looked at the records myself. I place him by his mother's house, by Hailey's house, and also in Stark. He was there. The records that the police have gotten are very recent, very accurate. This is what's used to make phone bills. And they're challenged in courts all the time. What he's saying is completely ludicrous.
You know what I really want to find out, Ben Levitan, is about this mystery text we have heard was texted from Hailey's phone at about 2 p.m. the day she goes missing Monday, saying, what are you up to? It's said in slang in letters, but that's what she's saying. Would we be able to tell from a text if that phone, Hailey's phone, was at his mother's house?
Absolutely. We would know. There's always two times for a text message. There's a time that it was sent and the time that the person received it. Because you could send a text message and my phone could be off for a couple of days and I wouldn't get it. And some people are trying to make something of that there's two different times, but that's normal. The technical data that the police can get from the phone company will tell you exactly within a couple of acres where Hailey was when she sent that text message, and it would also contain the contents of the message, and it will also tell you when the message was received, but that's not relevant. What is relevant is when she sent the message.
To Dr. Lee Vinokur, University of Maryland School of Medicine, joining us out of Baltimore. Thank you, Dr. Vinokur, for being with us. Police say they have no forensics to suggest Hailey is dead. What type of forensics are they talking about?
Probably blood evidence, checked his truck and any other place that they suspected she would be, and they were looking for blood evidence, DNA.
Out to the lines, Kelly in Arizona. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Nancy. My concern is finding the neighbor or a temporary tenant who witnessed Hailey on the phone in the backyard. I think that the timing of his departure is suspicious. He, didn't stay around long enough to talk to any of the authorities, and I think he really needs to be identified, and his vehicle needs to be searched.
And remember, Kelly, we've also got, to our belief, a woman, I think is catty-cornered from their home, as Hailey Dunn has told me, who does hair. She had just finished doing somebody's hair on Monday between 10:30 and 12, I believe it is, looks out and says she sees Hailey Dunn walking toward her father's house. I'm going to go back out to Priscilla LeWong. What can you tell me about that neighbor spotting her at 12 in the backyard?
Well, I spoke to Jean yesterday, and she told me that she saw Hailey walking down the street with a small African-American boy about 7 years old. She didn't know who this young boy was, but she wanted to know whether that young boy has been questioned, Nancy.
And I just don't trust him enough to go in there. Is there any way anybody can keep an eye over there? And he's telling me that...
In Health Mart towns across America,
I will never understand why Billy, after being threatened by Sean, allowed him to move into her house. It's like, I don't understand why Billy didn't call over at the friend's house when Billy came home from work on Monday to speak with her daughter. Neither one of them make any sense to me whatsoever. If someone threatened my life, they wouldn't even get within a mile of me. Never mind driving down the street and moving in with me for 4 months with my children in the house. Nope. Wouldn't